Number 1. Komodo dragons can have virgin births. These remarkable reptiles exhibit parthenogenesis, a fascinating ability where females can lay fertile eggs without mating with males. This process produces clones of the mother, which is handy in isolated habitats where males might be scarce. However, cloning limits genetic diversity, so to keep evolving and adapting, Komodo dragons benefit more from traditional mating. Interestingly, their dual reproduction methods make them one of the most adaptable reptiles on Earth. Imagine their eggs hatching identical offspring with no paternal input, nature's backup plan in action. Number 2. For some reptiles, gender is all about heat. Unlike mammals and birds, which determine gender genetically, many reptiles rely on temperature during egg incubation to determine whether hatchlings will be male or female. Bearded dragons, however, are even stranger. These spiny Australian lizards can start off genetically male, but transform into fully functional females if their eggs are incubated at temperatures above 32 degrees Celsius. This dual pathway to gender determination adds a fascinating twist to reptile biology and showcases how environmental factors can override genetics. It's almost like nature has a plan B for reproduction. Number 3. There's a frog that can fly. Yes, really. Wallace's flying frog is one of the weirdest amphibians in the world. Found in the forests of Southeast Asia, this gliding amphibian uses its enormous webbed feet like parachutes to leap and steer through the air between trees. Its toes even have suction pads to help it land safely on branches. Scientists think this aerial ability evolved to escape predators and reach food sources without touching the ground. Picture a frog with built-in parachutes, gracefully soaring above the jungle. Nature's little aviator. Number 4. Flamingos are pink on the inside, not just the outside. These flamboyant birds owe their vibrant colors to carotenoid pigments found in the algae, crustaceans, and microscopic plants they consume. While their feathers are the most visible sign of this pink hue, carotenoids also tint their skin, blood, and even the yolks of their eggs. Flamingos, essentially, become what they eat, turning their diet into a dazzling display of pink, red, and orange. And the more carotenoids they consume, the brighter they appear. A real-life example of beauty from the inside out. Number 5. A chicken once lived for 18 months without a head. When a chicken's head is chopped off, nerve signals can continue firing, causing the body to move briefly. But in 1945, a chicken named Miracle Mike survived for a whopping 18 months after its head was removed. This bizarre case happened because part of Mike's brainstem, which controls basic functions like breathing, remained intact. Farmers fed him directly through his throat, keeping him alive long enough to become a sideshow sensation. Mike's story remains one of the strangest examples of animal resilience and the oddities of biology. Number 6. Octopuses die after giving birth. While many animals make sacrifices for their young, female octopuses take it to the extreme. After laying eggs, a mother octopus devotes her final days to guarding and caring for them, often ceasing to eat and eventually starving herself to death. Some even go so far as to tear off their own skin or limbs in the process. This tragic yet noble act ensures the next generation survives. Once the eggs hatch, the mother's job is done, highlighting the extraordinary lengths nature takes to protect life. Number 7. Snails have teeth, a lot of them. With around 14,000 teeth arranged on a tongue-like structure called a radula, snails are surprisingly formidable eaters. Their radula works like a conveyor belt, scraping food from surfaces and grinding it down. Some species even have teeth so tough they rival the strength of steel. These microscopic marvels allow snails to devour leaves, algae, and even prey. So while they might seem slow and harmless, snails are equipped with one of the most fascinating feeding mechanisms in the animal kingdom. Number 8. Hippos can't swim, they sink and run underwater. Despite spending much of their lives in rivers and lakes, hippos move through water by pushing off the bottom and walking along it rather than floating or paddling. Their massive bodies are too dense to stay buoyant. However, their high-set nostrils and ability to hold their breath for up to 5 minutes allow them to stay submerged while breathing just above the surface. Hippos may look calm, but their aquatic habits and surprising agility make them one of Africa's most intriguing and dangerous animals. Number 9. Cuttlefish are masters of disguise, changing color in just 200 milliseconds, faster than a human blink. These clever cephalopods use specialized skin cells called chromatophores to shift colors instantly, blending seamlessly into their surroundings or creating dazzling displays to attract mates and intimidate rivals. Scientists have even compared their camouflage abilities to high-definition screens, as they can produce intricate patterns and shapes. With this built-in invisibility cloak, cuttlefish prove that nature's special effects can rival even Hollywood's best. Number 10. Cuttlefish have blue blood, and it's not just for show. Unlike mammals, whose red blood gets its color from iron-rich hemoglobin, cuttlefish use copper-rich hemocyanin to transport oxygen. This gives their blood a striking blue tint. Hemocyanin is more efficient in low-oxygen environments, making it perfect for these ocean-dwelling creatures. Along with 3 hearts that pump this blue blood, cuttlefish are equipped for both speed and survival, proving that being cold-blooded can still be remarkably cool. Number 11. Orangutans know how to self-medicate. In the forests of Sumatra, a male orangutan was observed treating a wound on its face using a paste made from the akar kuning plant, Vibroria tinctoria. Local people already use this plant for its medicinal properties, but this clever primate discovered its healing power independently. By chewing the plant's stems and leaves, then applying the paste repeatedly over several days, the orangutan effectively treated its injury. This remarkable behavior highlights the intelligence of orangutans and their ability to use nature as a pharmacy, a skill humans may have shared with them in ancient times. Number 12. Animals like to party too. It's not just humans who enjoy a drink. Many animals indulge in fermented fruits and plants, sometimes to hilarious effect. Chimpanzees have been caught raiding palm wine stalks, and vervet monkeys in the Caribbean are infamous for stealing cocktails from beachside bars. Birds like the Bohemian waxwing get so tipsy from fermented berries that they can't fly straight, and the Malaysian tree shrew survives on nectar that's 3.8% alcohol, making its diet equivalent to sipping beer all day. Nature's happy hour shows that the desire to let loose isn't uniquely human. Number 13. Tool use isn't just for humans. In 1960, Dr. Jane Goodall shocked the world when she observed chimpanzees stripping leaves off twigs to fish for termites, a behavior once thought exclusive to humans. Since then, animals like dolphins, crows, and even octopuses have shown tool-making abilities. Dolphins use sponges to protect their noses while hunting, while crows create hooks from twigs to extract insects. This ability proves that intelligence in the animal kingdom is more widespread than we once believed, and that tool-making is a skill driven by necessity, creativity, and problem-solving. Number 14. The slimiest animal award goes to the hagfish. This eel-like creature produces up to a liter of slime in under 0.1 seconds to defend itself from predators. The slime is so thick and fibrous that it can clog the gills of attacking fish, effectively suffocating them. Scientists have studied hagfish slime for its potential applications, from eco-friendly plastics to ultra-strong materials. Imagine a creature turning into a ball of goo to escape danger. It's one of nature's most bizarre defense mechanisms. Number 15. The sea otter is the hairiest animal on Earth. With between 100,000 and 160,000 hairs per square centimeter, its dense fur keeps it warm in icy waters. Unlike other marine mammals, sea otters don't have a layer of blubber for insulation. Instead, their fur traps air, creating a waterproof barrier against the cold. Otters spend hours grooming themselves to keep their fur in top condition, ensuring it stays effective. With over 1 billion hairs covering their bodies, these adorable creatures take grooming to an entirely new level. Number 16. An elephant's trunk is an engineering marvel. Containing over 40,000 muscles, more than the entire human body, it's the most versatile nose in the world. Elephants use their trunks to drink, grab food, trumpet, and even snorkel while swimming. They can lift objects as heavy as tree trunks or as delicate as a single blade of grass. Researchers have even observed elephants using their trunks to show empathy, comforting distressed herd members with gentle touches. It's not just a nose, it's a tool, a straw, and an emotional connector all in one. Number 17. Meet the hairy frog, nature's strangest amphibian. Officially named Trachobatrachus robustus, this frog develops hair-like structures along its flanks and thighs during breeding season. These strands, rich in blood vessels, help males absorb extra oxygen while guarding their eggs underwater. But that's not its only trick. The hairy frog can also break its toe bones to create sharp claws, which pierce through its skin as a defense mechanism. It's a frog that looks hairy and can grow temporary claws. Talk about bizarre biology. Number 18. Dolphins sleep with only half their brain at a time. Unlike humans, dolphins must surface to breathe, so they've evolved a clever survival strategy called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. One half of their brain stays awake to monitor their surroundings and control breathing, while the other half rests. This allows them to stay alert for predators and obstacles even while sleeping. Dolphins can also keep one eye open during rest, giving new meaning to the phrase sleeping with one eye open. Number 19. Koalas are the ultimate snoozers. These adorable Australian marsupials sleep for 22 hours a day, making them the sleepiest animals in the world. Their drowsy lifestyle is due to their low-energy diet of eucalyptus leaves, which are difficult to digest and provide little nutrition. To conserve energy, koalas rest high up in trees, tucked into branches where they're safe from predators. Their ability to sleep so much may seem lazy, but it's actually a survival strategy perfectly adapted to their environment. Number 20. The Kori bustard is the heaviest flying bird. Weighing between 11 to 19 kilos, 42 centimes, this African bird is built more for walking than flying. With its powerful legs, it spends most of its time on the ground, taking flight only when absolutely necessary. When it does take off, it requires a long run-up to build enough momentum. Despite its bulk, the Kori bustard's impressive wingspan allows it to soar gracefully, proving that even heavyweights can take to the skies when needed. Number 21. The heaviest animal ever recorded is the ancient whale, Parusetus colossus. Discovered in Peru, this 39-million-year-old giant weighed between 85 and 340 tons, potentially heavier than even modern blue whales. Its dense bones suggest it was a slow-moving, shallow-water dweller, possibly feeding near the seabed. Paleontologists believe its massive weight gave it stability, making it a gentle giant in prehistoric oceans. This discovery redefines what we know about ancient marine life and raises new questions about evolution in Earth's waters. Number 22. Hummingbirds are the only birds that can fly backward. With their rapid wing beats, up to 80 beats per second, these tiny aerial acrobats can hover, dart sideways, and even reverse midair. This incredible maneuverability helps them sip nectar from flowers while avoiding predators. Their flight muscles make up nearly 30% of their body weight, giving them unmatched power and precision. Watching a hummingbird in action is like seeing a tiny helicopter, defying gravity with ease. Number 23. Octopuses have not one, not two, but 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills, while the third circulates it to the rest of the body. Interestingly, the third heart temporarily stops beating when the octopus swims, which is why these creatures prefer crawling to conserve energy. Their blood, rich in copper-based hemocyanin, turns blue and is specially adapted to carry oxygen in low-temperature, low-oxygen environments. These clever cephalopods prove that 3 hearts are better than 1. Number 24. Male seahorses give birth, nature's ultimate role reversal. After mating, the female deposits her eggs into the male's brood pouch, where he fertilizes and nurtures them. The pouch provides oxygen and nutrients, acting like a placenta. Gestation lasts between 14 and 28 days, depending on the species, after which the male undergoes contractions to release the fully formed baby seahorses, called fry, into the water. This unusual reproductive strategy helps protect the eggs from predators and environmental threats, showcasing one of nature's most fascinating examples of shared parenting. Number 25. Elephants grieve their dead, displaying emotions that rival humans. These intelligent giants have been observed mourning by gently touching the bones of deceased herd members, lingering at burial sites, and even covering bodies with leaves and branches. Elephants are known to pause their journey to visit the remains of fallen companions, showing a deep connection to their social groups. Some experts believe these behaviors hint at a sense of memory, respect, and possibly an understanding of death, making elephants one of the most emotionally complex animals on Earth. Number 26. The Arctic tern is the champion of long-distance migration. This small bird embarks on an annual journey of nearly 97,000 kilometers, traveling from its breeding grounds in the Arctic to Antarctica and back again. This epic migration ensures it experiences 2 summers each year. Using celestial navigation and Earth's magnetic field, Arctic terns master the art of orientation, often flying in zigzag patterns to make the most of wind currents. Their incredible stamina and navigational skills make them true globetrotters of the animal kingdom. Number 27. The Costacella sea slug, nicknamed the leaf sheep, is part animal and part plant. This adorable slug grazes on algae and incorporates the chloroplasts into its own cells, allowing it to perform photosynthesis, a process usually reserved for plants. By turning sunlight into energy, the leaf sheep can survive for extended periods without food. Found in shallow waters, its tiny leaf-like appearance not only helps it blend into its surroundings, but also makes it look like a miniature cartoon character. It's a perfect example of nature's creative adaptations. Number 28. Tardigrades, or water bears, are the toughest creatures on Earth. These microscopic animals can survive extreme temperatures from 150 degrees Celsius to minus 273 degrees Celsius, radiation, dehydration, and even the vacuum of space. When conditions become harsh, they enter a dormant state called cryptobiosis, effectively shutting down until conditions improve. Scientists have revived tardigrades after decades of being frozen, proving their resilience. Their survival skills have even made them subjects of space experiments, as researchers study their potential to survive interplanetary travel. Number 29. Some animals are practically invisible. Transparent creatures, such as glass frogs, jellyfish, and certain fish, avoid detection by letting light pass through their bodies. Their see-through appearance blurs their outlines, helping them blend seamlessly with their environment. For example, the glass squid's translucent body allows it to disappear in the deep ocean's dim light, while glass frogs use their clear bellies to match the leaves they sit on. These adaptations showcase how invisibility isn't just for science fiction. It's a real-life survival strategy. Number 30. Animals fear humans more than lions. Studies show that animals worldwide react more strongly to human presence than to natural predators like lions, wolves, or bears. This is likely due to humans' widespread hunting, habitat destruction, and advanced tools, making us the planet's most dominant super predator. In experiments, animals fled faster and stayed hidden longer when exposed to human sounds compared to those of other predators. This fear highlights our impact on wildlife and underscores the importance of conservation efforts to reduce human-wildlife conflicts. Number 31. The star-nosed mole is the best sniffer in the animal kingdom, and one of the weirdest. Its bizarre, tentacle-like nose has 22 fleshy appendages, covered in over 25,000 sensory receptors that detect the faintest vibrations and smells, even underwater. This mole can identify and consume prey in less than half a second, making it the fastest-eating mammal. Its ability to sniff underwater by blowing bubbles and inhaling them is nothing short of remarkable. Despite its odd looks, the star-nosed mole is a marvel of evolutionary engineering. Number 32. Cheetahs are built for speed, reaching 75 miles per hour in short bursts. With lightweight bodies, large nasal passages for oxygen intake, and flexible spines that allow long strides, they can accelerate faster than a sports car, 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Their semi-retractable claws act like cleats, providing traction, while their long tails help them steer during high-speed chases. Though they tire quickly, cheetahs rely on their explosive speed to catch prey, making them the ultimate sprinters of the animal kingdom. Number 33. Immortal jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii, can cheat death. Sort of. When faced with stress, injury, or aging, This tiny jellyfish reverts to its polyp stage, essentially starting its life cycle over. By transforming its cells into a younger state, it avoids the finality of death and continues regenerating indefinitely. While predators and disease can still kill them, their biological immortality has fascinated scientists who study them for clues about aging and cell regeneration. It's like hitting the reset button on life. Number 34. The pufferfish isn't the only animal that inflates to avoid predators. Swell sharks can gulp water or air to expand their bodies to nearly twice their size, making it harder for predators to swallow them. This ballooning trick is both a defense mechanism and an intimidation tactic. Some pufferfish even produce a deadly toxin, tetrodotoxin, which is lethal to predators and humans. These inflation abilities highlight the extraordinary defenses found in the ocean's depths. Number 35. Sloths poop only once a week, and it's a risky business. These slow-moving mammals descend from the safety of trees to defecate, making them vulnerable to predators during their bathroom breaks. Scientists believe this behavior may help sloths fertilize the trees they live in, or signal mating readiness. Despite their sluggish metabolism, sloths are incredibly efficient, extracting every bit of energy from their low-nutrient diet of leaves. Their weekly bathroom habit proves that even the slowest animals have unique survival strategies. Number 36. Some animals can regrow entire body parts, or even their whole bodies. Creatures like axolotls, starfish, and flatworms have extraordinary regenerative abilities. Axolotls can regrow limbs, tails, parts of their hearts, and even sections of their brains. Starfish can regenerate lost arms, and some species can regrow an entire body from a single limb. Flatworms take regeneration even further. They can regrow their entire bodies from just a tiny fragment. These superpowers help them survive predator attacks and environmental damage, making regeneration one of nature's most astonishing survival strategies. Number 37. Electric eels pack a shocking punch, literally. These fascinating fish can generate up to 600 volts of electricity, enough to stun prey or deter predators. Their electricity-producing cells, called electrocytes, function like batteries, discharging electric currents in rapid bursts. Electric eels even use weaker pulses like radar to navigate murky waters and locate prey. Despite their name, they aren't actually eels but a type of knife fish. With their shocking abilities, electric eels highlight nature's ingenuity in weaponizing electricity for survival. Number 38. Right whales have the largest testes in the animal kingdom, weighing a staggering 1,000 kilograms, 200 pounds, each. That's about the weight of a small car. Proportionally, however, the title goes to the tuberous bush cricket, whose testes make up 14% of its body mass. Imagine if a human had testes that size. These oversized organs allow for large sperm production, giving these animals an advantage during mating. From massive whales to tiny insects, reproduction often requires fascinating biological adaptations. Number 39. The loudest bird in the world is the male white bellbird, whose call reaches 125 decibels, louder than a chainsaw or rock concert. Found in the Amazon rainforest, this bird uses its deafening call to attract mates, often singing directly into the female's face. Scientists believe the volume may help the bellbird's call stand out in dense forests, but its sheer loudness remains a mystery. With sound levels that rival human-made machines, the white bellbird proves that nature can be as noisy as it is beautiful. Number 40. Birds don't pee like mammals do. Instead of producing liquid urine, they excrete nitrogenous waste as uric acid, which is expelled as a white paste along with feces. This adaptation saves water, helping birds stay lightweight for flight. Birds also lack bladders, further reducing weight. Their waste exits through a single opening called the cloaca, which serves multiple functions, including reproduction. Ostriches are the only exception, producing urine separately. This efficient waste system highlights how birds are built for life in the skies. Number 41. The sword-billed hummingbird has a beak longer than its body. Measuring up to 12 centimeters, 4.7 inches, its beak is perfectly designed to access nectar from long, tubular flowers that other birds can't reach. Found in South America, This bird's unusual anatomy allows it to specialize in feeding from specific plants, reducing competition for food. It even has to preen itself using its feet because its beak is too long for grooming. This quirky adaptation showcases how evolution shapes animals to fit their environments. Number 42. Starfish don't have brains or blood. Instead, they use a water vascular system to move, feed, and breathe. Their tube feet operate like hydraulic pumps, powered by seawater. Nerve rings and radial nerves coordinate their movements, allowing them to detect light, pressure, and prey without a central brain. Starfish also regenerate lost arms and, in some cases, entire bodies. Their unique biology challenges traditional ideas of what an animal needs to survive, proving that brains aren't the only way to navigate the world. Number 43. The Queen Alexandra's birdwing is the world's largest butterfly, with a wingspan of up to 28 centimeters, 11 inches. Found in Papua New Guinea, this endangered giant is so large that early collectors had to use shotguns to catch it. Its striking colors and size make it a prized find for entomologists. Despite its beauty, habitat loss and illegal trading threaten its survival. As one of nature's largest and rarest butterflies, it reminds us of the fragility of biodiversity. Number 44. Beavers don't live in dams, they live in lodges. While dams block water and create ponds, beaver lodges are the actual homes, built with underwater entrances to keep predators out. Inside, lodges have dry chambers where beavers sleep and raise their young. The dam helps submerge the lodge entrance, providing extra protection. Beavers' engineering skills are so impressive that their dams can be seen from space. These industrious animals shape ecosystems, creating wetlands that benefit other species, making them true environmental architects. Number 45. Bats aren't blind. They actually have excellent eyesight. While many species rely on echolocation to hunt in the dark, their vision helps them navigate during twilight hours. Fruit bats, for example, see in color and use their sharp eyesight to locate ripe fruit. The myth that bats are blind likely stems from their nighttime habits and reliance on sound-based navigation. With their keen senses and ability to fly, bats are some of the most versatile animals in the world. Number 46. Some fish can walk and even climb. The cave angelfish found in Thailand has a unique pelvic fin structure that allows it to walk through caves and up waterfalls. Its movements resemble those of amphibians, hinting at evolutionary links between fish and land animals. Other walking fish, like the mudskipper, can survive on land for extended periods, using their fins to propel themselves. These adaptations demonstrate nature's ability to blur the line between land and sea. Number 47. Jacanas are birds that can almost walk on water. Their incredibly long toes spread out their weight, allowing them to move across floating vegetation like lily pads without sinking. Nicknamed lily trotters, jacanas use this ability to access food others can't reach. Even more fascinating, the males take on parenting duties, incubating eggs and caring for chicks while females defend territories. These birds are perfect examples of nature's clever adaptations to unique environments. Number 48. Armadillos are nearly bulletproof. Their armor, made of bony plates called osteoderms, is so tough it has deflected bullets in rare cases. Despite this protective shell, armadillos can curl into tight balls for extra defense. Interestingly, their armor isn't just for protection. It also helps regulate body temperature. Armadillos' resilience has made them symbols of survival and adaptation, proving that defense can come in many forms. Number 49. Kangaroos hop with remarkable efficiency. Their large, stretchy tendons act like springs, storing energy during each hop and releasing it with minimal effort. This allows kangaroos to cover long distances while conserving energy. They can reach speeds of 35 miles per hour and leap up to 9 meters, 30 feet, in a single bound. This energy-saving movement helps them survive in Australia's arid environments, where food and water are often scarce. Number 50. Donkeys aren't waterproof. Unlike horses, donkeys have less oil in their coats, making them more susceptible to rain and damp weather. This adaptation traces back to their ancestors, the African wild ass, which thrived in dry, arid climates. Modern donkeys still prefer dry environments and may struggle in wetter regions. Their weather sensitivity highlights how evolution shapes animals for specific habitats and why shelter is essential for their comfort.